Hello everyone, Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts, and welcome back to another quick tips with Abby video. And it has been a minute since I've done one of these. It's been I don't think I've done one since we moved back to Oregon last summer. So anyway, so I'm working on a bunch of projects as always, and I thought to myself, oh, this be maybe kind of like a cute little, or not cute, but I guess it could be cute, kind of a little quick tip that I could share with all of my crafty friends out there. So let me give you some examples. Let me tell you what it's going to be first. Backtrack, Abby, a little rusty with my quick tip videos here. So I'm going to be doing some tip-ins using transparent tape, and this is what I'm talking about. And I just got this off Amazon, and I will link it below, of course. It came with this little holder, which I thought was kind of nice. So you get this much. I don't remember how much it was, but I'll link it below. It wasn't very expensive. So this is what it looks like. And the reason I bought this tape is because I like how it looks like old tape, like, you know, they would put tape like on books or ledgers or papers or whatever, and like it would start to kind of yellow and kind of get a little brown like with age. I love how that looks, and this kind of lends itself to that. Now I know there are washi tapes, and I've done tip-ins with washi tapes and fabric tapes and all kinds of stuff, and all of us have. This is like nothing, you know, like a tip-in has been around for centuries, I'm guessing. So let me show you some samples of what I mean, just in case you aren't sure what a tip-in is. This is my baby. This is my pride and joy. This is my first ever tome I made, oh my goodness, close to 3 years ago, I think it is, getting close to, when our beloved Nick the Booksmith released her tutorial on how to make her tomes. And this is my very first one I made, and it's Miss Violet, and I love her, and I love her. So typically my quick tips are usually about 5 to 8 minute mark, probably closer to 10 maybe, because like I said, I want to show some samples. I'm a little bit rusty, so I'm doing these quickly. So let me show you. I marked a spot in this one here. So just in case you aren't sure what a tip-in is, basically it's just when you have a piece. Let me zoom this a little bit. So this is just a paint chip sample card, and basically what it is use some type of adhesive, whether it be washi tape, fabric tape, anything that you can stick something to and it'll stay, and it needs to be a little bit flexible enough to where you can flip it back like that. So this is considered a tip-in, and you can use this backside to put like a stamped quote like I did some embossing. You can write little notes in here, underneath here, put a photo if you want to, and it's just kind of a fun little interactive way into your different journals and stuff. So that's one sample of that, and I will link Miss Violet video below in case you want to see my beautiful baby. I love her so much when I first put her together. And the next one, and I'll link the video for these in here too. I know this cover's too big for this, but that's okay. This is one of my journals that my pain kind of diary journals I have. And so this is one I made for that, and I did this as part of my Trigeminal Neuralgia Craft Week series of awareness. I'll link that playlist below in case you're interested. I got a couple of those actually. So this is another form of a tip-in. This is just a receipt that's been dyed, and then I just used some purple washi tape and just put it on there, and then again, that's what a tip-in is. So I just put like a little stamp on there. Again, you can do whatever you want on those. And then let me show you the last sample, and then we'll actually get to me showing you how to do this, or how I do it. The cover isn't done, but this is part of a Crafty Me Shop with Esme guest design team project I'm working on. So I have 3 of these little folios, and I did this one the other day, and I thought, oh, I want to kind of play with that transparent tape. And then what happened is, as I was kind of playing with it, it wasn't giving me quite the aged yellow look I was looking for. So this is actually my my original sample. Like it's anything major, but I was just playing around with it, and so it looks, you know, it looks cool when you put it on there. You can see that sheen and stuff, but I wanted to really kind of have more of that kind of aged yellowed kind of a look. So what I did is I kind of played around with one of the inks I have out, because a lot of my stuff is still packed, of course, and this is Vintage Photo by Timmy, and I just was playing with that and just kind of putting it on there. And then I'll show you another little tip inside this tip, and I liked how that looked, so I thought I would kind of just continue on with that. So here is my first official.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try a little later.
I have no idea why Alexa just started talking. I apologize. I'm still filming temporarily in the main part of the house. So this is the one I did using that, one of my coffee dyed layaway ticket tags. And I love how that looks. I think it's cool because I can still see the lovely coffee staining that I got on there on the tag. And then you can kind of see some of the inking, and I'll show you how I did that here in a moment. But that's just a little tip in. And I wanted to kind of share this with you. I thought it'd be kind of fun. And it's, like I said, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. So I marked a couple I want to do. So this first one, this is just a piece of some coffee dye paper strips that I have. And let me see if I can get this to stay open. Put this here. All right, so there we go. So what I did, let me grab my tape and then my ink here. This is my little messy inking paper, so ignore that mess, please. So I went ahead and already kind of inked the edges just lightly on both samples just so I could make this a little bit quicker video. And holy cow, Abby, you're 5 minutes. So what I wanted to do is tip in on one on this side, and then I'll do the other one on the other side of the journal. So I want the, I'm trying to decide which side I want to have it. So I think I'll do it this way. So what I did is I just took this tape here, real super simple, easy, and I I tear off way more than I need because I want to be able to snip it off where it's flush kind of. So I'm just kind of eyeballing. It might be kind of hard for you guys to, let me zoom in a little bit. I probably should have got a clean piece of paper, but I'm actively crafting, so I didn't really think about that part. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of line this on there, and what I'm doing is I'm just making sure, again, I'm just saying this clearly because in case I have a lot of new crafty friends and subscribers, so in case you've never done a tip-in before, I want to explain. So I apologize for those of you who are like, Abby, we already know this. So you can kind of see there how I have a little bit of a lip off the page and then on the paper itself. So what I'm doing is I just took my ink and I just kind of stamped it on here like this, just to kind of get that tape, just a little bit more of that kind of look I'm going for. And then I just continue to layer the tape on top of itself. And then what this does is it traps in that ink. This is kind of like the tip, I guess you could really say. It kind of traps in that ink so it doesn't smudge off, because this is a smooth surface, so this ink is gonna smear off, especially if you're touching it and flipping it open and stuff, which is kind of the point of the journal, I suppose. Unless you're like my Miss Violet, I just like to look at her. I haven't actually written or journaled in her yet. I just like to pull her out and look at her, and she's just really pretty. So I'm just going to keep layering. You can stop right there with just the one layer and then put the tape on. But if I kind of want a little bit more deeper of a brown on the tape, so I'm going to do about 2 or 3 layers. So we'll make this the last one since I've got another one I want to do real quick with you. And it's okay if you get onto the paper if you do that. If you don't like that, of course, you can just lace a little empty piece of paper over top of that. And just doing this here, and we'll pull this baby up off the paper. And I'm just going to simply clip the edges off because I want this to be flush against the page. There's that. All right, so you can see, Abby, let me get a piece of, I don't have any white paper. How can a crafter of 25 years, paper crafter no less, not have white paper handy? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see. All right, so you can see how that, the inking on this side against the white, how it's got that kind of age look. That's what I'm going for. That's the tip with the transparent tape, if you want it to have this kind of a look. If you don't, and you want it to just be the transparent tape, that's totally cool too. If you want it just like this, and I do use it just with like that. But I think it's kind of cool to give it that little bit of a tint. So that's what I was going for with this one. Let me zoom out here. All right, and I'm just going to simply just put this where I want it to go and just tip it in. You can put it in the middle if you want. I've done that. You can do it this way. You can have this tip in any direction you want to. So this isn't like necessarily a tutorial on tip-ins. It's just a quick little tip on how I'm using transparent tape, and you can really see it on that coffee paper, what that looks like, that with the inking. Really, really cool. I love it. All right, and last one we'll do, and then I'll wrap this one up. You go over there. We're going to do it on this back page here. My little clippies. I love these things. I found these at Publix when we were still living in Florida, and I wish I would have grabbed some more before we moved back because I really like them. One, because they're purple, but also because I like them. They're great. So I'm going to do this, like I said, it's just a layaway ticket, and you know, I can have it go this way if I want to. Do I want to do a little bit different? Maybe I'll do a bit different on this end. Let's do that. You go there. So I'm going to tip it in this way so it flips up a little bit. All right, so again, just the same process here. And I just love this tape. I just think it's just another tool to have. Which one am I doing, Abby? Yeah, it's just another tool to have in your crafty arsenal, and it's just another way that we can use a common, you know, fairly common household item, you know, tape, and use it, you know, if you don't have washi tape accessible to you, or maybe you don't have the color you're looking for, and you just kind of want to have something a little more neutral. I mean, you could definitely do this with different colored inks too. I mean, I'm definitely going to experiment and use some of my dusty Concords and my different purples and things that I have, because I am a purple girl, as we all know. And I'm just going to do 3 on this one. Do a bit more inking. You can go as heavy or as light as you want. Put the lid on there. Typically, I don't try to waste product too much, like this excess tape, but you know, it was fairly cheap and I have quite a bunch of it, so I'm not going to fuss too much about it, but you know, typically I don't try to be wasteful. All right. Okay, so just gonna go ahead and tip this baby in. And if you need to flip it this way to get yourself lined up, you can do that too. Whichever way makes you feel comfortable. But again, you know, this is just a really cool, kind of fun way to tip in something into your journals. Now, if you're worried about this possibly coming off, what I did do in my first journal, because I wanted to kind of experiment, is I just took a little strip of some score tape, which is my favorite paper tape to use, and I just put a little line underneath there because it's transparent, you can't see it. So I just use a little strip of that because I wanted to kind of see if it was gonna, you know, just kind of give a little more strength and durability. So I can go back and do the same thing with this if I want to, you know, it's not gonna like tear the paper or anything. So that is another little tip inside that tip if you want to. But I love how that looks. It just kind of gives you that yellow aged kind of like it's been on there for, you know, I don't know, 100 years or whatever. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. So I think that's really cool. So that's kind of my little quick tip for you, all of you today. I have totally missed doing these. I have more in jotted down into my crafty planner, but a lot of my supplies are still packed. So a lot of things I want to use in those quick tips, I don't have accessible to me right now. So just kind of wanted to do this one real quick and just to kind of pop on and say hi real quick. And I miss you all, and thank you all for continuing to watch my videos and comment and like and share and subscribe. And I'm just tickled purple that I have so many new crafty friends here on YouTube, and I just miss you guys. Love you guys very much. So I hope you enjoyed this not so quick tip with Abby video today. I promise next time I do one, it'll be within my normal 5 to 8 minute time range. So I will see y'all next time. Oh, again, don't forget to check out the description box below for the transparent tape. It came in this one bundle like this. And I hope you enjoyed my quick tips with Abby using transparent tape for a tip in. So I will see y'all next time. Bye.